Hey guys, how you doing? Cole here. Today we're on r/white people Twitter, and this is a little bit more political, so if you don't want any of that, click off the video right now. Anyways, for the rest of you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember, leave a like if you did like it and all that jazz, and yeah, let's just jump into it. The Satanic Temple is bringing a case to the Supreme Court that under religious freedom, their members must be allowed the right to abortion, and that the Texas abortion law undermines this right. If Satanists end up saving Texas from Christian tyranny, I'm gonna lose my mind. I just don't understand why any religion has any say over what any person does, especially in the land of the free. Like, that just shouldn't happen. I don't get it. I don't understand it. State and religion should be the furthest thing from each other possible. That it seems like it likes to get its ugly head in there, religion, doesn't it? I'm not saying like religion itself is inherently bad, but I'm just saying that like your own belief system should never, ever, ever have a say in the government, especially since the government serves every person, not just the people of your political belief. Okay, got it? Sweet. My 12-year-old had appendicitis. The ER was overwhelmed with unvaccinated COVID patients, and we had to wait 6+ hours. While waiting, his appendix ruptured, and we had to spend 5 days in hospital. Just got HMO bill of $5,000. So yeah, your decision to not vaccinate does affect others. Yeah, like I said a couple of weeks ago, like, you not getting vaccinated clogs up the hospital system, which can lead to stuff like this. And, you know, you see a lot of people on the right saying that they don't want universal healthcare for this exact reason, that they don't get vaccinated, which causes this exact thing to happen. Stop being so inconsistent and make up your mind. There's a button. If you press it, all of world hunger and climate change will be solved, and you and everyone else will have stable access to a safe home. But all of the world's billionaires and multimillionaires will lose some of their money and power. Do you push it? Tax the rich. You know, the worst thing that's going to happen to your average Joe is their life gets significantly better. We all pay our fair share in taxes, and so should the ultra mega rich, right? Like, they literally abuse so many loopholes so they don't have to pay any taxes. And yeah, we should spend our time closing those loopholes and forcing them to pay taxes like they do with every other person who isn't a billionaire. Like, why does this exist for just the ultra rich? It's not fair. Why don't we fix it? Why are so many people really opposed to fixing it? I don't understand. If college being free for everyone would make a college education worthless, you are blatantly admitting a college education exists to be a class gateway. I don't know, my thing is like all education should be free. Why is there a price tag on an education? I don't understand. When schools exist just for profit, I think there is a major issue there. Schools should be free, everywhere, all the time, for everyone. Whoever needs or wants an education should just have access to it. Isn't it like a human right? I'm writing my PhD thesis in theoretical physics, and every time I have to decide between using a greater than and a less than, I think to myself, the crocodile wants to eat the bigger number. The only reason I remember it, like which one is which, is because when you look down on your keyboard, less than is first and then greater than is second. So it's like, you know, smaller than bigger. That's the only reason I can even think of remembering them. And it really bothers me that you put them around the other way. Just saying. Candace Owens tried to get a COVID test in Aspirin, CO, but was denied service from a private facility and received this email, and it's the best thing I've ever read. I've just learnt of this testing request, and as the owner of this business, I'm going to refuse this booking and deny service. We cannot support anyone who has proactively worked to make this pandemic worse by spreading misinformation, politicizing, and discouraging the wearing of masks, and actively dissuading people from receiving life-saving vaccinations. The only other local testing option is the free kiosk by City Hall. They mail the test to Texas and have inconsistent result times. Do not take appointments, so it's walk-in only midday weekends in their back alley. My team and myself have worked overtime to exhaustion, unpaid and underpaid this past year, spending our own capital to ensure that our community remains protected. It would be unfair to them and to the sacrifices we have all made this year to serve you. Susanna beautifully wrote, you shouldn't have to serve somebody who's made this whole situation much, much worse. And look, maybe we should even hold some of these people accountable. Just saying. Just saying. After World War II, the richest faced a 91% tax rate. A one-time 91% tax on billionaires' pandemic wealth gains would raise enough to cancel all student debt and leave the average billionaire 230 million richer than before the pandemic. Instead, they pay the lowest tax rate in the US. It's insane how much like the rich gained during the pandemic. You'd think that, you know, they would lose something, but no, they pretty much all made gains. Big gains too. It's very distressing, I guess. It's I don't know. The average person lost so much, and yeah, I don't know. Just makes me uncomfortable. The fact that people used to deliver pizzas before GPS is so absurd to me. People were really calling up a pizzeria like, I want a large pizza delivered in 30 minutes. I'm going to give you a house number and a random street name. Good flipping luck. You would definitely start to learn the street names off by heart, like people used to have to do back in the day. Now I barely know any street names, but I know exactly like what streets connect to what streets, if that makes any sense. Like, I know where I am usually in southern Tasmania. I know pretty well where I am, how to go to a place and whatever, but I have no idea what the street names are at all. I don't get people like Bezos. If I had billions of dollars, I would impulsively start fixing stuff. Homeless vets? I don't think so. Hungry children? Not on my watch. He could be Batman. What a waste. In 2020, there was a study. I can't remember the study's name or whatever, but I do remember it would cost about $300 billion to end world hunger by the year 2030. So literally, if we just get like the top 4 billionaires to give away half of their wealth, you know, we could end world hunger. So yeah, it's one of those things that just, why wouldn't you want to help out humanity, bro? Like, what are you gonna do with all that money? Go to space? Yeah, who gives a shit? Like, sure, that's cool technology, but it could be better spent here on Earth. And I completely agree with the argument that, you know, building these space agencies puts money back into the local economy. Of course. But world hunger, people dying, they could still have the other half of their net worth to deal with that, you know? I trust my immune system is such a weird reason not to get the vaccine. Yeah, I trust mine to protect me too, which is why I gave it the detailed dossier on what the virus looks like so it can handle it. It would be like the president going, yes, I trust the Secret Service. That's why I don't give them any information about the terrorist enemies that are trying to kill me. In fact, I actively tell them not to have any information. You know what? I'm so confident, I'm just gonna have them blindfold themselves and sit in the corner with their hands tied behind their back. A teenager at work asked me if I was old enough to have seen a PlayStation 2 in real life, and if anyone needs me, I will be quietly walking into the sea. I own a PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS Vita. Don't own a PS5, but yeah, I think I might be a fanboy of a console. I'm not entirely sure though. Says the man who only plays PC games at the minute. Actually, I play a few Switch games, that's a lie. Stop bringing poopy Bluetooth speakers on hikes. No one came to the woods to hear you listen to Katy Perry. Oh god, and people who listen to music without headphones on buses, what are you doing? Like, genuinely, why don't you just put in headphones? Like, headphones will give you better sound and it won't annoy everybody around you. People that do this are they're just so inconsiderate. I don't know why. I don't know why they do it. I'm officially at that age where I'm not upgrading my iPhone until it stops working. I have 2 Pixel phones, the Pixel 2 XL and the 4 XL. My 4 XL stopped working at the start of 2020 for a bit, and then I fixed it, and then it stopped working again. And then, so I've been back to my Pixel 2, which I have smashed and ruined half the screen of, but I refuse to get either of my phones fixed because my contract runs out in October, so not that long away, and I've been holding out since like the start of 2021 with a half broken phone. So my contract to run out so I can get the new Pixel phone when it releases. It's literally, I'm being so cheap. I know, but I don't know. Yeah. Look, Google, if you want to sponsor me and give me a brand new Pixel 6 Pro, you know, I would be happy to shill for it for literally until like 1 million views worth of videos comes out of that. That could be forever, man. I'm happy to do that. Okay, so it is like violently raining outside, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's just spring in Tasmania. So yeah, for whatever reason, like this spring has just been incredibly moist, if you will. It's better than being in a drought, I can tell you that much, but you know, you do get that rain sound outside. So I'm sorry about that. Fellow stoners, we won. Companies are getting rid of drug tests because they can't find enough workers. God, congratulations to drugs for winning the war on drugs. How does a Matrix movie work in 2021? I'm supposed to be scared of living in a fake reality, trapped forever in 1999? Shit, frost my tips and log me in. I was a baby in 99. I definitely would not say no to being able to sleep all day, you know, just go to the toilet whenever, crying until I get exactly what I want. Sounds pretty good. In case anyone is curious, right now in the USA, every 10 days, more than 8,000 unvaccinated Republican voters are dying of COVID-19. That's 5 times the rate of Democrats. That's a scary fact. I really hope that these people wake up out of this weird trance that they're in, and they can get the help that they clearly need and, you know, get vaccinated, because this is, yeah, it's such a waste of life. This many people shouldn't be dying from a disease that is now pretty much impossible to die from with the vaccine. So yeah, that's really depressing and really, really sad. I know on this channel, we go off on them and stuff like that. But I think it is important to remember that a lot of them are just victims of misinformation and victims of their own head. And it is legitimately sad. So yeah, I guess the problem is that they really don't want to be convinced, and them not being open to actual facts puts everyone in danger. Yeah, I think that's pretty messed up. To me, it's the same way I view like somebody with an addiction to ice. Like, it's your fault you did this, but it is an addiction, and yeah. But you should still be accountable for your actions that you do on this drug. You know, it's the way I feel about it. It's the same thing. Just because you're on it doesn't mean you can't get off of it and fix yourself. That's up to you to do. And before I get sick, I have an addictive personality. I know how difficult this shit is, okay? But no one's gonna fix your problems apart from you. Okay, we can't force you to, you know, look at the facts. You're gonna have to take that upon yourself, okay, anti-vaxxers? When you block your mind from being changed, you're in a really dangerous place, okay? Yesterday's so-called Justice for January 6th rally was a complete flop. I've seen bigger crowds at meetings of the Star Wars Holiday Special fan club. Ouch. Dude, I love Mark Hamill. He's got no chill on Twitter. He calls everything out. He's like, I'm just not having this. I'm not having this. Shut up. You know, it's brilliant. I love him. And also, just found out the other day he plays Philo Ozai in Avatar, and I think that's pretty sick. It's a very good performance from him. Anyway, that is the end of today's video. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Anyways, I just want to give a shout out to my mega ultra silly buggers, Caitlin and Florian. You guys are the best, and yeah, I love you guys. Also, shout out to Neutral, Ippy Seb, and Liam Rosegard. You guys are the best, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye bye.